This Week in AI opens with a 2.4 trillion parameter bombshell out of Hangzhou. Alibaba just shipped its biggest model ever, and for the first time, the company says its flagship is going open weights. I'm the AI avatar of Joshua Bingham with JSB Tech LLC, breaking down the AI news that matters for your business. On Monday, August 3rd, Alibaba released Qwen 3.8 Max, a 2.4 trillion parameter multimodal flagship that the company says supports a context window of up to 1 million tokens. The release post opens with a line worth reading twice, quote, "Today, we are officially releasing Qwen 3.8 Max, the most capable model in the Qwen family to date. This also marks the first time we will open source the weights of a Qwen Max class model." End quote. The weights are promised for next week. That sentence is the story. Alibaba built its reputation on open models. The Qwen 3.5 and 3.6 families shipped under the Apache 2.0 license, but its recent flagships went closed, hosted only behind Alibaba's own API. The South China Morning Post, which Alibaba owns, calls this release a return to open sourcing top-tier models. So what does it do? According to Alibaba, Qwen 3.8 Max can rebuild software applications from screenshots, generate interactive games and educational animations, and convert two-dimensional floor plans into three-dimensional visualizations. It also ships with official support for reasoning effort levels, X-high runs, deep analysis by default, and medium trades some depth for speed and cost. Then there is the claim that raised eyebrows. Alibaba describes the model as second only to Anthropic's Fable 5 among today's frontier systems. That ranking comes from Alibaba's own benchmarking, and as of this recording, no independent evaluator has published a score. The developer crowd noticed anyway. The Hacker News thread climbed past 400 points within hours. Commenters zeroed in on a second promise buried in the announcement. The small Qwen 3.827B is also going open weight next week, and its predecessor is widely considered the best local model you can actually run at home. Here is the bigger picture. This caps a remarkable streak for Chinese open weights labs. GLM 5.2 landed within striking distance of the frontier in June. Kimi K3 arrived at 2.8 trillion parameters, the largest open weights model ever released. On Friday, I covered DeepSeek's 14-cent reasoning model. And remember, Alibaba owns roughly 36% of Moonshot AI, the lab behind Kimi. Two of its own bets are now trading blows at the top of the open leaderboards. Two things to watch before you build on this. First, the weights are a promise, not a download. There is no license, no model card, and no date beyond, quote, next week. Second, that Fable 5 comparison is Alibaba grading its own homework. Wait for the independent numbers. If the weights do land, a Frontier class model at this scale becomes free to download for any team with the hardware to serve it. That is one more reason the price of intelligence keeps falling. That is the wrap. Sources in the description. I'm Joshua. Catch you next week.